such guest stars like Josh Groban, Harry Connick Jr., John May, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie. We have the best of the best on my show. Anyway, today we have a poet student who goes to Columbia College, Chicago. We're going to ask her what her life has been like, where she's been from, and what her goals are. Everyone, let's welcome Gracie Elefante to the show. Gracie Elefante, welcome, how are you?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Remember when we were like this on? Yeah, neither do I. How are you today? I'm going to ask you a few questions about life at Columbia College, but first we need to know a little bit about you. Where are you from originally? What do you call?
You just messed up my sweater.
I'm so sorry. Is it really?
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, so, anyway.
I'm originally from Queens, New York.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it like?
It's like Chicago, just bigger, and a bigger city, faster city, more people, things like that.
And do you miss it?
Yes, I miss it. Tomorrow I'm flying back there.
You're going back to Columbia to safe flight home?
Thank you.
So what year are you in?
For school?
Yeah, for school, sorry.
I'm like a super sophomore. I'm on my third year.
Oh, okay. And how old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah. Where did you attend before Columbia College?
I went to a community college in Queens. It's called Queensboro Community College.
And do you miss that also?
No,
No.
at all.
And why is that?
Because Columbia's better. It
Yeah.
has better people like you.
Thank you so much. Everyone loves ChaQuita, BaNaNa, and Gracie Elefante. And what made you come to Columbia College?
Really, it was just the environment. I thought that was gonna be out here. The poets, the artists, the hipsters, stuff like that. I thought that I was gonna be surrounded. Well, I am surrounded by people who, I guess, are inspired as much as I am.
Of course, of course. And how do you like it so far?
I love Chicago. I miss home still because it's a bigger city. I'm used to a bigger city. But Chicago and the school so far is going well. There's nothing I'm disappointed about.
Oh, it's good to hear. Everybody who supports Columbia College or who wants to go, now you know it's a great place to go for poetry.
Yes.
Poetry. And what about your living situation? What's that like?
Well, I dorm at a place called the Buckingham. It's basically 4 bedrooms with 3 other roommates. We all have our own room. We have a living room, a kitchen, 2 bathrooms, and a washer dryer. So it's pretty intense.
How's your roommate situation going?
My roommates are quiet, but they're pretty awesome when they do speak. They're pretty quiet to themselves.
Any particular classes that you have a bigger interest in?
I just like my math class. Not because of my professor, but because it's math.
Right.
I love my poetry class, and my advertising class is pretty awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can you explain maybe any projects or anything you've been working on lately?
I just wrote an essay comparing Shakespeare to BaNaNa, which is a poet from Chile.
Oh, Spanish
poet, yeah. So I compared them. That was a pretty good project. We're just starting off in my advertising class, so no big projects yet.
Well, now that you mentioned that man from Chile, so are you into Spanish poetry?
I love Spanish poetry. There's nothing better than Spanish poetry.
Do you have a specific favorite poem?
A specific favorite? Yeah, it's in Spanish though.
Oh, okay.
It's called, it's a Poema 20 poem by BaNaNa. It's I'm gonna give you guys homework.
Hear that? Look up this poem.
Yeah, look up this poem. It's called Poem 20 by BaNaNa. Yeah, so that's it.
Oh.
I'm gonna give that mystery out to you guys.
What are some big differences between living here and your hometown?
Nothing big. Oh, besides being away from my family and not getting the normal support you get, which is physical. Now you have to deal with the whole calling and trying to deal with your emotional states that way. But there's no big differences because I come from the city. It's not like I come from a farm, you know. There's no cows. Can't live without the cows. You know?
Oh no, cannot live without the cows. Where would we get our milk from?
Yeah.
Can't find milk here.
Not in Chicago.
No, there's no milk in Chicago. Anyways, next question. It's surprising. You know, I took a train to the other side of the hill to look for a cow.
To look for a cow. Did you milk her yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
I did. I did.
Talented ChaQuita.
ChaQuita banana is very talented. I have my own bananas.
Yeah.
You should try them sometime.
I did.
Yeah? Oh, you guys, everyone after the show is going to get free ChaQuita bananas on me. I know. Thank you.
That's the
Yeah! Alright, so, back to you, sorry.
Back to me.
So, what are some experiences that you're hoping to get out of Colombia?
I just want to meet a whole bunch of people, and I want to graduate feeling more cultured than I already am. That's basically it.
That's good. When you talk about your experiences at Columbia, do you have any future plans?
After Columbia, after I get my degree, I'm planning to maybe get my master's somewhere else. I'm planning to actually go back home. But then I also want to keep going to school for degrees. Not necessarily for degrees, I just want to keep learning. So, for example, I might want to major in poetry in some Latin American country or maybe Spain.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's just, yeah.
So studying abroad.
Studying abroad, but without really being in a school and actually going out to another, just going straight to that school.
Okay, got you. Well, that'd be cool. School is cool.
Don't be a fool.
Yeah. I would just want to know, what inspires you? What do you use as inspiration for your poetry?
For my poetry, just life. So anything that happens in life that takes me out of my normal state, I guess you can say, quote unquote, I can write about. That's about it.
Right.
Whenever I feel intense in any kind of way, whether it's happy or sad or excited, really intense feelings.
So what you're saying is you kind of use poetry as like a means of
escaping, means of if I have stress, I let it out with poetry.
That's good. And you know, that reminds me, so next week on our show we're gonna have Gracie come back and she's gonna teach us on how to relieve our stress through writing and poetry. And we're gonna do a workshop for us. So be ready for that, everyone. So it was great having on the show, Gracie. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for sharing your information. I hope anything wasn't too personal or.
Of course not.
Alright, well thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're so nice to see you again.
That was Gracie Elefante, and this is going to come on our show to cover next week for our workshop on how to relieve stress through poetry. Stay tuned after these messages. We will be having a wild thing from the movie The Wild Things. It's going to be crazy, everybody. Stay